Oh hey, I didn't see you there. I was reading our local paper here in Halifax. Now, most people imagine the Maritimes as a quiet and beautiful part of Canada, which it is. But did you know that Nova Scotia's economy has also been steadily growing for years, making it one of the best places in all of Canada for domestic investment and trade? Here, let me show you. Nova Scotia and Peru are both huge natural resource suppliers, making investment on either side into natural resource operations extremely viable. For example, one of Peru's largest exports is the raw materials produced by mining. Because of this, I plan to represent the mining and natural resource sectors here in Halifax in order to grow Nova Scotia's economy, as well as aid the emerging economy in Peru. Another sector I'd like to represent is education. The international student programs at schools such as Dalhousie, St. Mary's, Acadia, and King's College could all greatly benefit with more students coming from Peru, as well as the international high school student program here in Nova Scotia, as they currently have a relatively weak program coming from Peru in Latin America. Exposing more countries, communities, and people to the beauties and opportunities here in Nova Scotia could also be the solution to the declining and aging population problem we face right now. I want to represent Nova Scotia in order to showcase the very best of our beautiful province and to help fulfill its potential to see great economic growth. I plan to do this by using my skills in business and public speaking in order to help bring in new investments and profits to Nova Scotia, all of which would aid in further cultivating the Nova Scotian economy and growing it to its full potential. Nova Scotia has all the right ingredients to become one of the next hub cities in Canada, and while it does see steady growth, it's not expanding at the pace it could be. Let's change that. If I'm selected for the Peru Trade Mission in 2020, I plan to remain involved with Global Vision like I have been since the 2018 trip to China and Hong Kong, remaining actively involved with new Global Vision events such as NIAC and DCAS, as well as being a helpful resource for new ambassadors who are interested in going on more trade missions with Global Vision. I also plan on keep trying to attract new applicants from the Maritimes in order to grow the Global Vision program after me. Hi everyone, I'm Kirby, a 16-year-old high school student from Halifax, Nova Scotia. Now, for the last several years of my life, I have been highly focused on business and entrepreneurship, going so far as to outpitch adults for money in pitching competitions for an assistive technology product idea I had at 14 years old. Since then, I have been fortunate enough to work and intern for several technology companies here in Halifax, as well as go on the 2018 Global Vision trip to China and Hong Kong. I am a focused, goal-driven, aspiring millionaire. And in the future, I see myself working as CEO in the business and environmental technology sectors. I've always had a passion for the environment, and I want to use my skills in business and public speaking in order to help make the world a better place for all. In my spare time, I enjoy doing mixed martial arts such as boxing and wrestling, as well as spending time with my pets, reading, and outdoors. At least till it's warm anyways. I know I'd be a valuable addition to the 2020 trip to Peru because of my skills in public speaking, networking, and just generally being a pretty sociable person. I also think I could add a lot of value to the team through my leadership capabilities, as well as a lot of value for companies here by providing them with valuable connections and information at a fraction of the cost. One of the key factors preventing developing nations from developing is the complete lack of electricity they face every day. With electricity comes clean water, heat, lights, and other basic amenities that over 1 billion people don't have access to. Not only that, but with a stable electricity source, people have more time to focus on other things such as higher education and furthering local infrastructure development such as hospitals in order to improve the quality of life for everyone. The way to fix this is renewable energy, traditionally thought of as the more expensive alternative, when in reality it simply isn't. It is actually significantly cheaper for nations who lack existing infrastructure to start with renewable energy, as they haven't already footed the cost of long-term fossil fuel plants. Introducing modular, localized, renewable energy not only gives these communities a better opportunity to lift themselves out of poverty, but is actually more cost efficient for their governments, as they have no need to connect different, faraway communities through inefficient and expensive grid extensions. My solution to this would be to introduce and pitch developing nations on the better and cheaper alternative, renewables, as well as lobbying incentives for renewable energy companies here in Canada to sell to these developing nations.
Rocks on me. I got a rock for you if you down to rock with me.